On this episode of Power and Grace, the 2015 Georgia Gymdogs.
They inspire our players.
Georgia has to win over 18th ranked LSU.
I'll try to improve from last year to this year, and we'll see how everything goes.
Dogs on top, 1-0.
Last week at Auburn, I was incredibly proud of this team and our drive and our fight and our consistency. We put a full meet together. We didn't have any falls or major mistakes. We went in and we did our job, and I think that it was a frustrating meet, and we got a little annoyed at times, but we never laid down, and that is what was so important, is we fought until the end. And though it did come out as a loss, and it was pretty disappointing, I think that we took a lot from that meet and learned a lot from that meet, and came back in the gym and really just took what the judges had to say and their deductions to heart, and we just worked on those details, and we're going to come out stronger because of that meet.
Last week at Auburn, we competed fairly consistently. However, we're ready to get back in Stegman Coliseum and in front of our home crowd against Arkansas and take it up to the next level.
Going into Arkansas, I think that this team is just very motivated to put another full meet together and put it all out on the floor in front of a home crowd. Alumni night is a great night to just kind of take in that legacy and that tradition of everybody who's come before us. And there's quotes all over this gym. There's banners hanging on the wall. And if that's not motivation, then I don't know what is. And it's just amazing to be able to see those gymnasts that have come before us and be able to compete in front of them. And they've been in our shoes, and now we're living that dream. So going out and just getting our job done and really competing against ourselves and making those personal improvements, those improvements that are going to better this team, is what the Arkansas meet will be all about.
was actually about 6 years ago that I began to be recruited and chose Georgia. I chose it just stepping on campus, I knew that this was a family place. It was full of tradition. The program especially was full of tradition, a legacy that, 10 national championships, you can't beat that. And I just fell in love with the campus and definitely the coaches and the family here.
I decided to come to Georgia because of the family. I definitely think that when I went to other schools, I wasn't as welcomed, and when I came here, everyone just had open arms for me. They didn't know anything about my gymnastics career necessarily because I was a little under the radar. So I definitely think that the fact that they all welcomed me just the first day I was in here, that's what made me make my decision.
Honestly, when I was considering schools to come to, I completely discounted Georgia, and silly me, because once I stepped on this campus, my thought was get on the campus, kind of see what it had to offer, and then go back home and continue my search for a college. But I stepped on this campus and it absolutely just captured my heart. Everything about it. It's a beautiful place. The people are wonderful. It's got that southern charm, that small town charm, and really once Athens gets in you, you just really can't escape. And I came in the gym and the team was so welcoming, and all the girls, you could just tell that their hearts were so filled with that Georgia pride, and I wanted to be infected by that Georgia pride. And so I made my commitment, and I wanted to be a Georgia Gymdog.
Now here is Sarah Persinger, freshman for Georgia.
Sarah's also one of those gymnasts that catches your eye. She has beautiful lines as well. As we see right here, front aerial right to that arabesque is really risky and beautiful, as she does amazingly.
Sarah, she's hilarious. She's changed so much since our freshman year. I remember walking in, she was my roommate freshman year, and I walked in and she had the darkest tan I'd ever seen because she'd just been at the beach for like 2 months straight. She had a huge southern accent, and I walked in, she said something like sweet chickens or something, and I had no idea what to think. And now she's just really matured into a woman ready just for life.
Sarah is one of a kind. She says whatever comes to her mind, and it doesn't matter what anyone thinks about what she's going to say. She says it, and she says it confidently. So I definitely think Sarah is someone who I feel like has been able to express herself in ways that many people can't.
Demetria, oh, I love Dee. If I ever need anything, I call Dee up, or if I get out of class and I have nothing to do. I actually did that today. I got out of class and I was hungry, and I was like, Dee, you want to go get some lunch? And she's like, yeah, of course. I mean, it's always just, she's up for anything. And Dee is also somebody you can call in the middle of the night, and she'll sit there and talk with you. And she has the best advice, I swear. She knows exactly what to say, and she has the biggest heart, and her heart is really for people and for her teammates and everyone around her, and she just wants the best. And she's gonna make an amazing mommy someday, because she just knows how to take care of you and to hold you when you're down, to kick you when you need a little kick, and to make you happy no matter what.
Chelsea approaches the table. Yurchenko layout ball, stuck landing for Chelsea Davis, and wow, what a start to the night!
No way, that was absolutely gorgeous. I didn't see any pike in her landing at all.
Chelsea's a little fireball, and she keeps me on my toes. I know when I first came here, I was the type of person that would get to class right on time. Like, I wouldn't be 10 minutes early, but I wouldn't be late. But with Chelsea, I get to class now 20 minutes early, and I'm just like twiddling my fingers. And that's definitely something that she has, kind of instilled in me, and she's definitely one of those people that is on the ball.
Chelsea, I roomed with Chelsea my first 2 years at Georgia, and I think that she's one of those people who actually did change me for the better. I came into college and I was just so relaxed, and oh, it's whatever, like things will get done, we'll get places. And Chelsea was very like schedule oriented, and Chelsea is so resilient. I have never met somebody who has had as many surgeries and been knocked on her bottom as many times as she has, and she gets back and gets stronger every single time. And in the gym, she can go months without training something. I mean, she did that with a vault this season, and comes out and nails a vault, her first vault in Stegman, and the crowd goes wild, and I'm just like, wow, that is an athlete. And I'm forever grateful for Chelsea and her friendship.
There's so many things that I'm gonna miss. Having a team behind me, I know that right now I have 17 sisters that will literally drop everything to come help me if I'm in need, anyone I can talk to. So I'm gonna miss just the family that I have. I'm gonna miss just gymnastics. I love gymnastics with my whole being. And I'm gonna miss training, I'm gonna miss competing. You know, those hard hours in the gym are the ones that I love. You know, every time I get up on the bar, I love doing gymnastics and just being able to let my body do that and have pride in the training that I've done, and you know, going out there and showing that. I'm gonna miss all of that.
I think I'll miss having so many people, you know, supporting me, and so many people that are genuinely here for me and genuinely here to, you know, reach a common goal. In life, there's not many people that are such determined, goal-oriented people, and to be surrounded by that every single day, I mean, that's a blessing in itself. So I definitely think that I'm gonna miss that aspect of gymnastics and the determination of this group.
When the red light comes on and we're all giving each other hugs and we're getting ready to run out into Stegman Coliseum, those 30 seconds are the most adrenaline I think you can possibly feel as a human. I mean, it's so much excitement and so much pride that you have built up, that you've worked so hard, and you get to go show it off in front of 10,000 fans, and they're loud and they're screaming and they're for you, and you just have the Bulldog Nation behind you. It's the most wonderful feeling, and when it comes my very last time to do it, I just can't imagine. I just hope that I can stand there and soak that moment in, and I hope it's the longest 30 seconds of my life, because I know I won't want it to end.
When it's my time to run out of Stegman for the very last time, I think it's just going to be like the first time. You know, just as exciting, just as amazing when you get out of that tunnel and you see 10,000 people there to see you do gymnastics. So much pride for wearing the G, and every time in between the first time and now has been exhilarating. It's going to be exhilarating again, and I'll want it to last forever.
They inspire our players.
Georgia has the win over 18th ranked LSU.
I'll try to improve from last year to this year, and we'll see how everything goes.
Dogs on top, 1-0.
Next week on Power and Grace, the Gymdogs wrap up the regular season at home against Utah. And sophomore Beth Roberts sits down to talk about her UGA family ties. That's next week on Power and Grace, the 2015 Georgia Gymdogs.